Greetings! Today let's take a look at new outfitting screen that will come in 2.1 1.6 updates, and more specifically at weapon outfitting, what information we will have and other changes. I just hope that information regarding mods from engineers also will come with numbers and we will know exactly what we will have after we apply these mods to our weapons. I hope we will not have to waste our time just to find out how useless this particular mod is. We need all information beforehand. And I must say that I really like these changes. For some reason Frontier thought that it's a good idea to hide most weapon stats from us. While I would agree with that in most games, especially fantasy games, in Elite Dangerous every weapon deals exactly same damage no matter what ship it's on. So in my opinion, hiding those stats from players was a very silly idea. And I'm really glad that Frontier came around and now give us all information we need. I just hope those numbers will make sense. First of all, it's much easier to find specific weapon. In example, if you want pulse laser or cannon, it's very easy. You now can click on pulse laser and you will see only pulse lasers there. Very good. Now you can pick any pulse laser you want, click on it to buy, or if you want to see more information regarding that hardpoint. So let's browse information that is available from the video. First of all, it's armor piercing. This is actually a description for maximum range, which is 3000 meters for this weapon. So description is from one line below and actual numbers are correct, so 52 armor piercing. This rating determines how successful a weapon is going to be at dealing its full raw damage to a target. If this rating is higher than a ship's armor rating, then it will deal its full raw damage. If not, then damage will be reduced proportionally. This is armor piercing description. 52 is armor piercing. Thermal load. The amount of heat generated per shot. 0.92 megawatts. Distributor draw. The amount of power required per shot from the weapon capacitor in the power distributor. So it's amount that is taken out from your weapon capacitor. Don't worry, this will be fixed in live build for sure. Description is for distributor draw. 0.92 megawatts is taken from your distributor and particularly from weapon capacitor for every shot you make. Damage. The amount of raw damage per shot. So this weapon does 4.58 something damage per shot. I would just like to know more about those numbers, what exactly they mean, because there is damage to hull, damage to shields, and also we know that weapons deal less damage over distance. But at least it's good that we can compare different weapons between themselves now. Boot time. Time required to warm up the shield cell prior to taking effect. I think because of this entry all other descriptions are messed up. Boot time is time required for a module to come back online after it's turned off. So weapons have no boot time, but it's good that we can see exactly how many seconds it takes for each specific module. We know shield cell banks require that, frameshift drive, and different other modules also. It's a dev build, so don't pay much attention, it will be fixed. Actually, under integrity you can see exactly what power draw means. The amount of power required from the ship's power plant to run the module. So it's how much energy you need from your power plant, 0.92 megawatts. Under mass you can see what actually integrity means, the structural durability of the module that dictates how much damage it can sustain and still operate. Damaged modules will often malfunction. 64 for this module. I would like to know what 64 actually stands for. It's good to see numbers finally, but I missed some additional information here. Maximum breach chance. The maximum amount of deviation the weapon could suffer per shot, 80%. It's a cool piece of information, but as with other information we saw earlier, it will take some time to understand how we can use this knowledge. Minimum breach chance. The likeliness a shot will breach a target's hull when it is at near zero integrity, 40%. Breach damage. The likeliness a shot will breach a target's hull when it's at full integrity, 3.893. Rate of fire. How many shots per second the weapon can achieve within a single burst. 3.2 shots per second for this pulse laser. As you can see, we have a lot of information to play with now, and our decisions about which weapon to choose should not be so blind anymore. So if you are satisfied with all information, just click buy and you are a proud owner of, a weapon, Pulse Laser. After you buy a weapon, on the right you can see right away class tree, gimbaled, and all information that we already touched. Class rating, mass, integrity, power draw, boot time, damage per second, distributor draw, thermal load. Very cool. Now if you click on that hardpoint, you can browse shop, buy back sold items, sell, swap, and go back. And if you decide to buy something else, you can click browse shop and you will see, after you pick which weapon you want, all the difference between your current weapon and the weapon you want to buy. Blue means selected weapon is better at this stat, red it's worse. You can see right away all difference: integrity, power draw, boot time, damage per second, armor piercing, thermal load, distributor draw, damage. Very cool and good looking change. That should help a lot for everybody to make decisions upon different modules, compare different weapons, see all the differences right away. That's what I call upgrade. It not only looks better, it also gives you much more information. I don't think there'll be one person who will dislike these changes, because more is better. Fly safe, commanders!